Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I am faceitmegan, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this. Cut creasing. I'm going to show you guys how to cut crease. This is a wing cut crease. This is an ombre cut crease. I'm going to show you guys how to do both. Two different ways that I do cut creasing, and I really hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Alright, so my face is on. Now I'm just going to go in, I'm going to start doing some eyeshadows, and to do this, I'm going to just be using the Kim Kardashian West x Mario palette. I just really like these colors, and it was already on my desk. So I'm just going to dip into that. I'm just going to start one eye with a neutral color, just to show you guys a simple, like, ombre cut crease. So I'm just going to start buffing in shadow. You can use any shadow you want, obviously. You can use a bright color. If you want to use pink, if you want to use purple. I wouldn't necessarily go in with a shimmer or something first of all. You can, but I usually will just go in with a matte color first, a matte shade. And I'll just kind of buff it in. Sometimes you can bring it down onto the lid a little bit. Okay, so for this look, since I am going in for like an ombre effect, I'm going to get a small brush. Okay, and I'm going to dip into a darker shade in the palette and put it over on the like outer corner of my eye. Again, just buffing in small motions because I want to like get it like powerful, like crazy. And then I'll go back in with a little bit bigger brush and buff it out a little bit. Okay, a little bit bigger brush and buffing. Going back in with that small brush one more time. And then buffing it out again. And the reason I'm doing this is because sometimes the first layer you put on isn't like really enough, and when you go to buff it out, it kind of like takes a little bit of the product off. So I usually will go in and just like buff in a little bit more shade, a little bit more color. Like that. See how it like has that really nice like outer corner like smoky eye kind of thing going? Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the cut crease, and like I said, I'm doing a really simple cut crease for this eye. This is just an ombre one. This is usually the one that I do most of all if I do a cut crease. And then I will take my concealer. You can use like a concealer, or you can use like a eyeshadow primer of some kind that has like a shade to it, like a color to it. This is my favorite cut crease brush, and the reason I'm showing this to you is because I really want you guys to understand how important it is to have a really flat brush like such. This is my favorite brush. It's always the one I go to. I could use one like this. It's just a little bit too big. If you can kind of see the difference, like that would be like really big for my eye, and I really like using a smaller brush for smaller motions, and this one is long and the bristles are really flat and soft. And I can just dip into my concealer and I can just like swipe it onto my eye. So I'm gonna do that for you guys right now. You just get a little bit on like such. And then I'm just going to start at the outer corner. If you want, this is something that I've seen Nicole Guerrero do. She's another YouTuber. Is she'll like put a little bit right here, and then she'll look up so that she can touch her eyelid to her upper eyelid. And that way you can kind of see like where your transfer is going to happen, and that way you can make your cut crease nice and big depending on how big your eyelid is. But I just will start over on the edge, and you always want to do it like, see when you open your eyes and you can see that little line right there, you always want to make sure you do it so that that does not crease. I'll show you because I don't know exactly how to explain this, but I'm going to show you that. So I'll start like this, and the more you do this, the more you'll get used to it, and you'll kind of like figure out how your eye likes the cut crease, I guess. For a long time I felt like I couldn't do this because my eyelid is so hooded. I felt like it was going to transfer, and most of the time it does transfer, but I just kind of like work with it. It's part of having hooded eyelids. I'm not going to like not do my makeup the way I want because of my eyelids. You just have to figure out how your eyelids work and then just work with them. And you just kind of like paint it on into like a half moon. And since I'm ombreing it out, I am not gonna like add a whole bunch of product on the end. And And then I kind of will just like end it there and then just kind of like fade out the concealer a little bit into like a nothing, like that. All right, so now that that cut crease is done, I'm gonna dip in and I am gonna go into a shimmery shade now. So like these are the ones I just used. I used this one in my like transition shade and then I use this one over on the corner of my eye. So now I'm probably gonna dip into probably this one right here. And I'm going to put that onto the outer part of my cut crease. Alright, I'm going to be taking another small flat brush and I'm going to dip into the other shimmer that's in my palette. It's a little bit lighter and I'm going to put that on the inner corner now. And like I said, the reason I'm doing this is because I am going ombre. If you want, you could just use one solid color for the entire cut crease. But I like to try to make it look like I worked really hard, which I kind of did, I guess. Cut creasing is not like easy. It kind of gets easier as you go. It starts to become like second nature, but in the beginning it's like, once you do it, you're like, wow, now I really want to like make this crazy and beautiful and stunning, and you feel all proud of yourself. So I think that's why I like to do it. And then it creates this really nice ombre look. Alright, so now I am going to go back into with that small brush again that I used for the darker brown, and I'm just going to try to make this line kind of fade out. I keep saying the word fade out, but that's the look I'm going for. I'm going for a faded cut crease over here. Alright, so that is done. I'm going to go in and put some eyeliner on now. So that eye is done for now. I'm going to go in and put eyelashes on later, but now we're going to go in with this eye. And I already did prime this eye a little bit, so I'm just going to get that little crease out of my lid. And we're going to go in with the same palette, but I'm going to be using different colors this time. So I'm going to make this eye a little bit more fun to show you guys the contrast between using like a neutral cut crease and a more fun cut crease. Alright, I'm going in with my same favorite cut crease brush, same technique, using the concealer. Starting over in the corner. And I'm just going to try to like paint it over to the side a little bit. This is when it gets kind of like difficult if you're going to do like a more intense cut crease. And since my eyebrows are not super high, I have to bring it like over to the side. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit different per eyelid. My eyelid is this kind of shape, so I kind of have to work with what I have. And just like that, I have a winged cut crease. Alright, so now I'm going to be taking a small brush again, and I'm going to be dipping into the blue in the palette. Being really careful to get it right up into the edge without stamping it over. Okay, taking a really, really thin brush like so. Just gonna try to get this over in this little wing. Alright, so that crease is done now, and I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner again. Alright, going into the bottom of my eye now, I'm going to dip into that red that I used on the top and put it right underneath in my waterline. Alright, so I'm back, my eyelashes are on, and you can really see that the eyelashes make the look. They always do. Like, they really make the look. So you can really see the difference on this side compared to this side. You can do any color you want. This kind of reminds me of like America, but it still is like red and blue. I don't know. And then the neutral on the other side, and I showed you 2 different ways you could cut crease. There's probably other ways, but these are like the ones that I do the most. I'll do like a wing maybe, and then I'll do like the ombre cut crease if I want to do something like simple and fun, if I want to go out in the evening. That is my whole cut crease tutorial. I am going to go in really quick and put on a gloss, and the one that's on my desk is the French Press Lip Gloss by Beauty. This is flat white. It just happens to be on my desk, and they're sitting right in front of me, and I figured I might as well use this one. So that's the whole cut crease tutorial. Should I go out in public like this? I'm really wondering. People are going to be like, girl, it's 2 different eyeshadows on. Anyway, so that's the whole tutorial, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please write them down below. I'd love to answer your questions. If you have any questions about cut creasing, if you're feeling unsure, uneasy, depending on your eyelid, please list them down below because I really like to answer your questions and help you out. I literally felt like I couldn't do this before. I used to tell my friends, like, I can't cut crease, I have no idea what I'm doing. And one day I decided to do it, and it worked, and now I just kind of like work with what I got. Sometimes it does transfer, but like I said, I would just bring it up a little bit more. You could use the Nicole Guerrero thing where she just like puts a little bit on and then looks upward so she can see where it's going to transfer. Play with it, have some fun with it, see how you do, and that's it guys. So please give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more tutorials. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to ring that bell for notifications, and I will see you guys in my next video.